Hey everyone, it's Coach Jeff from CrossFit Sees the Day. Hope you're having an excellent day. So the workout we have planned for you today, the first part is going to have 6 rounds of work. There's going to be 3 2-round sets. The first 2-round set, 10 burpee broad jumps with a reverse lunge back to the starting point. So I'll do a burpee broad jump. The goal for RX athletes, 4 feet for the men, 3 feet for the women for the broad jump, or you can scale that down to a distance that works for you. Once I pass that line, I will do 2 reverse lunges to get back to the starting point, and I'll repeat. So 10 burpee broad jumps, 10 kettlebell front rack squats. So I'll do 5 with my right arm, I'll do 5 with the kettlebell and rack in my left arm, then 10 kettlebell swings. So it's 2 rounds of that. 10 burpee broad jumps, 10 front rack lunges, 10 kettlebell swings. The next 2 rounds, rounds 3 and 4, still 10 burpee broad jumps, but we're going to go to 20 front rack lunges and 20 kettlebell swings. So you owe me 10 per arm front rack lunges. Break that up however you want, sets of 10, sets of 5, and then 20 kettlebell swings. 2 rounds of that. Then we're going to go to our last 2 sets where we're going to do, again, 10 burpee broad jumps, but now we're going to do 30 front rack lunges per set, 30 kettlebell swings per set. We're going to do 2 rounds of that. And again, you're going to break up the front rack lunges however you want. So 6 rounds. First 2, all the rounds have 10 burpee box jumps. Rounds 1 and 2 have 10 front rack lunges and 10 swings. Rounds 3 and 4 have 20 front rack lunges and 20 swings. Rounds 5 and 6 have 30 front rack lunges and 30 swings. So obviously the work is getting much bigger as the workout goes on. So your ability to partition the work so that you can keep moving at a smooth and steady pace is the challenge here. Kettlebell weight, 53 for the men, 35 for the women, or pick a weight that you know that you're not going to have to take really any long breaks during this workout, maybe a moment here and there to reset, but other than that, you should be trying to move at a steady pace through this workout. If you don't have a kettlebell, you can certainly use a single dumbbell to do your swings to chest high and to use as your front rack lunge resistance. Okay, so that's the first part of the workout. Second part of the workout, we're going to keep it very simple today because part 1 is a lot of work. We're going to do a Tabata workout. We're going to limit it to 5 rounds, so it'll be 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. We're going to alternate through 3 movements today. We're going to do a Superman hold for the 20 seconds, or if you can't hold, you'll just do Supermans up and down. We're then going to go into a hollow hold for the 20 seconds, or crunches again if you cannot hold it for the full 20 seconds. And then we're going to do the bottom of the squat hold for a full 20 seconds. Drop down to a nice low squat, working on the upper body posture. We're going to hold that for 20 seconds. So we're doing that for 5 rounds as a little bit of core and stability finisher to today's workout. Okay, so let's get warmed up for this workout. We're going to do about 20 or 30 seconds of the following movements. We're going to look at all the Tabata movements to start. So let's go to that Superman hold first. We're looking for nice long body line, that your eyes and nose and mouth stay downward the whole time. We're not trying to look up because that'll put pressure on the lower back. We're reaching the arms as long as possible. If you have a PVC pipe, not a bad idea to hold on to it to simulate hanging from a pull-up bar and the extension you would get from that. Your legs, thighs, glutes will be tight and your belly engaged. So in our Superman position, we're going to engage the middle of the back to bring the chest off the floor. We're going to engage the hips and glutes to bring the thighs off the floor. We're going to keep everything long and tight. If you can't hold it, just work on doing reps. But we're looking for 20 to 30 seconds in this first hold. We'll flip over. We'll do the same thing for your hollow position. Legs are long, thighs, glutes engaged. Belly button pressing down into the floor, holding a PVC pipe or pretending to wrap your hands around a pull-up bar. Engage your lats, engage your core, your chest off the floor, bring your hips off the floor. Work on length, not up, but think of staying long, like somebody's pulling your wrists in one direction, pulling your ankles in the other direction. If you can't hold that, work on doing reps to get into that shape. Okay? Next movement, let's do the squat hold. So if you're somebody who is very flexible in the hips and shoulders, we're looking for a nice posture. Let's say you have trouble keeping posture, good upright spinal position, or getting the hips lower. Today we're going to ask you to try to work into that position. So our feet a little wider than our hips, toes slightly flared out. You can choose to reach the arms forward. If you have trouble with posture, reaching the arms upward today may help that. So we're going to sit the hips back. We're going to work on staying upright. Again, hands can come forward. Hands can stay up if that helps you remain in good posture. Knees are pushing out. So you're going to hold that for 20 full seconds. If you feel yourself hinging forward in your squat, work on pulling that belly button in, correcting that spine angle. Again, hands overhead may help you pull that chest a little higher and get in a little better position. So hold that for 20 or 30 seconds. If you have a hard time holding that for the full time, hold it for part, come back up, come back down, and work on accumulating time. Okay. So next thing we want to work on is we're going to look at the kettlebell movements. I'm going to grab one, didn't bring it with me. Okay, so we're going to do 10 kettlebell swings. Then we're going to do 10 lunges with the kettlebell in rack position on one side. We're going to go to 10 more kettlebell swings, and we're going to do 10 lunges with the kettlebell and rack on the other side. For your swings, firm grip on the kettlebell, shoulder blades engaged, hinging and extending the hips, working on keeping balanced. For your front rack lunge, clean the weight into rack position. Make sure that the weight is braced by the body, shouldn't be sitting up on the shoulder, the elbow should be into the body, hand nice and relaxed, and you're going to work on a deep front squat on each side of the body, 10 reps. Okay? Making sure that the kettlebell is supported by the torso. So we had 10 swings, 10 squats with the rack on the right, 10 swings, 10 squats with the rack on the left. Okay, so let's look at the burpee broad jump movement. So ideally, we're telling you that if you're an RX athlete, after the burpee, the jump should be about 4 feet in length for the men, 3 feet for the women. So I can do something like put an object on the floor, put 2 marks on the floor, so I sort of know where my starting point is. So right now I have it marked, so I have to get to that kettlebell. I'm going to do a burpee. I'm going to do a jump and land with balance past the line I'm trying to jump to. I'm going to reverse lunge 2 steps, 1 on each leg to get back where I started from. So burpee, smooth to the floor, jump to the feet, broad jump, reverse lunge, I'm back at my starting point. Okay, so let's do 5 of those, working on finding the balance of that jump, working on finding the balance of returning to the starting position. We're doing that so that if you don't have a lot of space, you should be able to do the movement, but also the reverse lunge is going to add a little bit of coordination and cardio to the movement and make it a little more complicated. All right, so do 5 of those. So now that you're warmed up, let's look at the workout quickly again. You have 6 rounds of work. Every round has 10 burpee broad jumps with that reverse lunge back into place. The first 2 rounds have 10 kettlebell front rack squats, 5 on each arm, and then 10 kettlebell swings, so 2 rounds of that. Rounds 3 and 4 have 20 of each of those, 2 rounds of that. rounds 5 and 6 have 30 of each of those for 2 rounds. Okay, so that's your part 1 workout. It's getting harder as it goes on. It's definitely going to be a challenge to keep the pace going and not to lose a lot of control of your core and stay focused in your intensity. All right. Part 2, really just core movements, control movements, 5 rounds of Tabata, alternating through a Superman hold or Supermans, followed by a hollow hold or hollow crunches, and then your squat hold for 20 seconds. So 20 on, 10 off, 5 rounds, all right? So should be a challenging workout from a workload standpoint. Let us know how you did with the workout by posting some comments to social media. You can hashtag us at CFSD Strong. Enjoy the workout. Have a great day.